to see loops. Please watch my previous videos where we have covered the part 1 and part 2. In part 1, we have started with the concept of conditional statement. We have seen if loop, and in part 2, we have seen the case statements. Okay. Now today we are going to see loops. What actually the loops are? So basically loops are nothing but it is used to perform some task repeatedly for fixed number of times or until some condition is true. Okay, like any of the other programming language, loops definition is same. It is going to perform some task repeatedly for fixed number of times or until some condition is true. Okay, PLPgSQL provides 3 iterative loops. Okay, 3 iterative loops. Those are simple or basic loop, while loop, for loop. We are going to see this one by one. Let's see what is simple or basic loop, right? Basic loop is an unconditional loop which starts with the keyword loop and executes the statements within its body until terminated by exit or return statement. Okay. So basically here we say basic loop, or the other name is simple loop, is an unconditional loop which starts with the keyword loop and executes the statements within its body until terminated by exit or return statement. So here you can see the syntax is given below, right? Whatever comes in the square bracket in the syntax is nothing but the optional part. Okay. Now the important thing for the basic loop is what? It is having a keyword loop followed by number of statements and end loop. Okay, these are the keywords which are important in the basic loop. And one more thing to remember, to exit from this loop we want an exit statement or return statement. Okay, since it is an unconditional loop, we don't know where to stop. So there must be a statement called exit statement or return statement to come out of the loop. Okay. Now here the label is optional and can be used by exit statement in nested loops to specify which level of nesting should be terminated. Okay. The label plays an important role where there are the nested loops. Okay. This is used by the exit statement to specify which level of nesting should be terminated. Okay. So this is what the basic loop ka definition, right, and the syntax. Let's see the example. So this is what the example of the basic loop. You have to remember that basic loop starts with the keyword loop and ends with the keyword end loop. Okay. And there must be a exit or return statement to terminate the loop. Okay. So here you can see create or replace function, name is given loop, returns text as, okay, declare, variable is declared I as integer which is initialized with the value 0. Then to begin the block we are using keyword begin, loop, okay, to start the loop keyword is used, raise notice mod I or %i. Okay, that means what? It is going to print the value of I. Here we are incrementing the value of I by 1 and we have to exit when I is equals to 4. If we do not write this exit statement, then there will be a problem and the loop will not know where to stop. It will keep on executing the statement inside the loop. Okay. Then end loop, end, and language PLPgSQL. Let's see the execution of this. I hope you have understood at least how we are writing the basic loop. Okay. Basic loop starts with the keyword loop and ends with the end loop keyword. There is an exit statement to terminate the loop. This is what you have to just remember for this. Let's run. I have already written in this notepad. Okay, simple loop. The file name is simple_loop. Okay, this is what the entire function. You can see this is what the entire function, right? And this is where the path I have stored the file. I'm just going to copy the path and I'm going to paste it in Postgres. Okay, so here I'm going to paste it. How? Right click and paste. Okay, if there is no error, then create function message will come, right? I hope you are understanding how to execute the function. Please comment in the comment box if you are not getting anything. Subscribe my channel, okay, and do like and share my link with your friends. Okay, so here I have called the function select. Okay, function name is loop and it is like this. Okay, so here you can see it has printed the value of I, and the loop is terminated when I is equals to 4. Okay, so always remember, loop raise notice what is the value of I, starting value. See this, what is the starting value of I over here? 0, right? Because here you can see I is initialized with the value 0. That's why it is taking at the first time, for the first time it is printing 0. Next statement is what? I is equals to I plus 1. That means what? Here it is telling I की value is what? 0 plus 1, which is equals to 1. Now I is what? 1. I is 1. I is having the value 1. Okay, next it has printed I का value as 1 now. ठीक है, this statement will not be executed, मतलब it will not terminate the loop since I is not equal to 4. Okay, then again it is going to execute the loop, right? Then now I ka value is 1, print 1, right? Then next here it is 1 plus 1, which is equal to what? 2. Now I ka value is 2. I is not equal to 4. That's why again it is going to execute the loop. I will be printed as 2. Then next 2 plus 1, here 2 plus 1, which is equal to what? 3, right? Now I ka value will be printed as 3, right? Now this is I plus 1, that is 3 plus 1, which is equals to 4. Now this exit statement, it is going to read what? I is equal to 4. Now when I is equal to 4, it is going to come out of the loop. It is going to come out of the loop. This is the notification that the I reached the value 4, and now it is the time to terminate the loop, right? So it will come out of the loop. This is how you can see 0, right? 0, 1, 2 and 3 is printed. Once I becomes 4, it is going to terminate the loop. Okay, I hope you all have understood what is the. Now let's see what is while loop. Okay, the while loop repeats a sequence of statements till the condition evaluates to true. जब तक condition true है, it is going to execute this statement, right? This is what the meaning of condition evaluates to true. It is also called as entry control loop because the condition is checked before each entry to the loop body. Always remember, this can come for 1 marks also. While loop is said to be as entry control loop. Why so? Because it is going to check condition before each entry to the loop body. Check condition check होगी, फिर ही वो loop में जाएगा. Condition true है, loop के अंदर जाओ. Condition false है, then directly exit the loop, right? This is what the meaning of while loop, right? Here the syntax you can see. While, since it is a while loop, while keyword is important. While condition, what expression we need to check, that comes here in the condition, followed by the keyword loop, followed by statements, then end loop. This is what the syntax of the while loop. Okay, at the right you can see the function is written. Okay, here we can see integer data type is passed in the create function command. Okay, two variables are taken, high and result. Result is of data type integer, high is also of type integer. Okay, and result type integer and it is initialized to 0. Begin keyword is used to begin the block. While result not equal to high, followed by the keyword loop, then result is equals to result plus 1, end loop, return result, end language PLPgSQL. So here what is happening? While 0 not equal to any value which is passed by the user. Let's execute and see this particular program. We'll come to know what actually the meaning of while loop is. Okay, I have already written the program. Okay, I'll just copy the path from here. Paste it. Okay, no error, create function comes. Okay, I'm going to call the function now. Select while loop. Okay, see here, you can see here, this is what the while loop, while underscore loop is the function name, and something I have to pass, like I'm going to pass here the value 4. Okay, 4 and semicolon and enter. So here you can see what happened. While, see the notepad also, while result, initially what is there with result, you can see over here 0 is there with result. Result variable is initialized with the value 0 at the beginning, and we are passing here for high is what, 4. While when we call the function, we are passing the value as 4. Then 0 not equal to 4, yes, the condition is true, enter the loop, right? Then result is equal to result plus 1, that means what, 0 plus 1. Then it is going to print the message, the result at every iteration is 1. What is result having now? 1. Since here it is 0 plus 1, so here the result value will be printed as 1. Okay, next again 1 is not equal to 4, enter the loop, this is 1 plus 1, 2, it is going to print here 2, you can see here 2 is printed. Okay, next 2 not equal to 4, enter the loop since the condition is true, 2 plus 1, 3, print 3 in place of result, right? So here you can see 3 is printed. Again 3 not equal to 4, yes, and here 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, 3 plus 1 is what, 4. Now it is going to print 3. Okay, 3 plus 1 is 4, it is going to print 4, right? Now 4 is equal to 4, right? 4 is equal to 4, that means here the condition is false. It is going to terminate the loop and it is going to return the result, whatever the result at the last is having. Result is having the value 4, it is going to, the function is going to return 4 as the integer. I hope you all got this. If we change the position of this, see here, Control X, and here I'm going to paste it below this. Now let's see what happens. Okay, let's see now what happens. I'm again going to call the function. Let's save this particular program first, Control S, and here I'm going to execute the function, no error, right? Let's see what happens. Call the function again, select loop, no, it's while loop, right? Select while underscore loop, we are going to pass the 4 as the value to this function. Let's see what happens. You can see here what has happened here. I have changed the position of raise notice. Okay, so let's see what has happened here. Initially the value of result is 0, 0 not equal to 4, enter the loop. Then first it is going to print. So what is there with result? It is having 0, so it has printed 0 here, right? Next it is going to increment the value. 0 plus 1 is what? 1. Now 1 not equal to 4, enter the loop. This loop is going to execute till the value of result is 3. Okay, till the result is 3. Now 3 plus 1, 4. 4 is equals to 4, right? That means what this condition is false. It is going to exit the loop, and at the last result is having the value 4. That's why this function will return 4 as the integer. So this is what the concept of while loop. You can try it by yourself. Download the Postgres. I have given the link in the description box. Okay, let's see the another loop now. For loop, like any other programming language, for loop definition is also same. For loop iterates over a range of integer values. Okay, it is going to iterate over a range of integer value. Here we say the name is any local variable of type integer. Okay, like you can see here in the syntax, I have made use of name variable. The name is any integer type of variable. It can be for I, it can be for x, it can be for y, it can be for c, anything, right? Next, the two expressions giving the lower and upper bound of range are evaluated once when entering the loop. So basically here it is going to check what all are the lower bounds and what all are the upper bounds. Let's see the example over here. Here you can see for I in 1 ... 10. So this 1 is the lower bound and 10 is the upper bound. So before entering the loop, these two bounds are evaluated once. This is what the meaning of this statement. Okay, if the by clause is not specified, the iteration step is 1. Okay, this is what the syntax. You can see I have already specified whatever comes in the square bracket is optional, right? So here this by expression, if it is not specified, then the iteration step is what? 1. Then the iteration step is what? 1. That means what? If the value of I is 1, it is going to iterate by step 1. That means 1 plus 1, 2. Again 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is what? 4. Okay, this is what the matlab of iteration step is 1. Otherwise, if it is specified in the by clause, then here it is iterated accordingly. Like if by clause is given by 2, that means what? If the value of I is 1, then it is going to and it is in the by clause. If it is written by 2, then it is 1 plus 2. Okay, 2 plus 2 and whatever 4 plus 2. Likewise this is going to iterate. If it is 3, then 1 plus 3, that is 4. 4 plus 3. Okay, this way it is going to iterate. Okay, and if reverse is specified, then the step value is subtracted rather than added after each iteration. Okay, so basically here you can see this is what the syntax is. It is having reverse as the optional. If reverse is specified, then it is going to subtract the iteration values. Okay, like this is the example. For I in 1 to 10, 1 is the lower bound, 10 is the upper bound. So I is going to take values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since the by clause is not specified, it is going to iterate by step 1. Okay, within the loop. For I in reverse, if the reverse keyword is used, then 10 is the lower bound and 1 is the upper bound. Then I will take values like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 within the loop. And for I in reverse, 10 to 1, 10 is the lower bound and 1 is the upper bound. Now here the by clause is specified by 2. That means what? The iteration step is 2. How the I value will be like 10 minus 2 is 8, 8 minus 2 is 6, 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2, within the loop. This is how the for loop is going to iterate over the integer values, and this is what the syntax is. Follow the syntax and reach out to the solutions. Okay, this is what the example of the for loop, right? So here you can see I have taken the integer value, integer variable counter for counter in 1 to 6 by 2 loop. Okay, here the by clause is specified by 2. What will be the iteration step? It will be step 2. Okay, raise notice, counter value will be printed. Please comment me and tell me what will be the output for this particular function. Okay, I want the answers from your side in the comment section. Okay, end loop, end language PLPgSQL. Let's go ahead and see now looping through the query result. Right, previously we have seen the for loop which iterates over the integer values. Now we are going to see how to loop through query results. Okay, we can iterate through the results of a query and manipulate that data accordingly. The syntax for this is for rec_1, any variable name you can take. This is just the example. For rec1 in query loop statements end loop. This is what the syntax. And what is rec over here? It is any record variable or row variable. Okay, it is any record variable or row variable. The variable is successively assigned each row resulting from the query, and the loop body is executed for each row. Okay, so basically this syntax is used to loop through the query result. We are actually going to work on the query. That means what we are going to work on the tables, right? This is the example for it. Okay, create or replace function get underscore name. Let's see, let's run and see this particular example. Okay, so this is what the example of your foreign loop, right? Here you can see I have the function name is what get underscore name. I'm going to pass the release here of type integer, returns varchar as. Okay, I have taken one variable rec, and here this rec is of %row type. Okay, this is a %row type attribute, and the table which I am going to make use is movie, which is already there in my database. For rec, this rec is just declared by the user, which is of %row type. Okay, and we are using the query like this: select start from movie where release year is equals to r year. This r year is the variable declared by the user. You can see it is declared by the user. Okay, this r underscore year is the attribute of your table, is the attribute of your table movie. Don't get confused. Okay, loop, since it is the syntax, right? Raise notice, and here we are going to print the value of movie name. The release year will be passed by the user when we call the function, and it is going to give us the movie name, right? Let's execute this particular function, right? Let's execute and see this. I'm going to copy this path from here. Please like and subscribe my channel. Till that time, now I have pasted the path, enter. There is no error. Then create function. The function is created. Now call the function with the select keyword. Select, first let's check the table, what all are the values in the table. Okay, select star from movie, select star from movie, enter. These are what the values. Okay, I'm going to pass the release here. Okay, I'm going to pass the release here. So call the function select get underscore name. Okay, suppose I'm going to pass here 1998. Okay, 1998 I'm passing. semicolon, enter. So here you can see I got the movie name, that is DDLJ, right? That means what? From the user I have asked to give the release year, then accordingly it is going to give the movie name. This is what the concept of this query. Okay, now let's see the another example over here. Let's see for 2002. Okay, 2002, enter. Did you notice something? Since 1998, here this was the only movie released in year 1998. Okay, okay, that's why the single output came over here. But in the second, you can see I have passed the value 2002, and there are the two movies. One is Tanhaji and the second one is nothing but Tanhaji, and the second one is K4, right? Second one is what? K4, right? So this too, it has looped. Okay, it searched for any another movie of release year 2002. So it is going to give us the number of movies released in the 2002. This is what we have looped in the query. Okay, we have looped in the query result. This is what the concept of your loops. This is what the concept of your loops. So please like and subscribe my channel, share my channel with your friends too. Okay, if you did not understand anything, please comment, ask me for the questions. I'll definitely try to solve your questions, queries, whatever queries are coming to you. Okay, so please support me with this channel and do subscribe and like my channel. Thank you guys for watching my video.